Your phone buzzes. It's a DM from a stranger about the giant creature you saw days ago and the people who have been following you ever since. He wants to interview you on his show, but first, he needs to know if your videos that have been going viral on TikTok are real, or if you faked the whole thing. But why? You already came out admitting that you faked the footage of the giant creature. You had no choice. So then, why was he asking? Had he seen something? Ugh, no, this can't go any further. You tell him that you can't talk about it, that it never happened. But in a matter of days, talk is exactly what you'll do, even if doing so could mean you will never be seen or heard from ever again. TikToker Andy Capped, better known as Andrew Dawson, first became known for his humor.
It's a weird looking dog, hey?
Huh? I don't know about you, but I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Life as a devoted father.
I have a life hack for you. Tell your kids that they are allergic to tobacco. Thank me later.
Being a loving partner.
Every time my girlfriend sends me a video on TikTok, I've already seen it, and I don't want to be like, break her heart. So I just say, oh, that's a funny video, baby.
An owner of an adorable pet dog named Rex.
Don't eat all the chip, though. Last time you took all of it. Just take a bite. Just a bite. Just a bite. There you go.
Skits with his friend.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
No, man. Last time you were in the building, you tried to take my laundry soap, I think it was. Sorry, man.
Okay, never mind.
And was even an aspiring musician. One viral moment, however, would change the trajectory of his life forever, for the worse. But what could have possibly happened to your average TikTok user? For that, we need context on Andrew's job. He was a pipeliner, often traveling long periods in British Columbia, Canada. It was April 9th, 2022, and Andrew was on his way to work one morning, driving down a highway just south of Valemount, BC, when he noticed something alarming and decided to pull out his phone and film it. As he zoomed in closer, a large dark figure was seen atop the mountain.
What is it?
Which Andrew tried to make sense of.
It's a person, dude.
Even making a stop for a closer look.
No, seriously, pull over. There's a person standing there.
But his friend in the passenger seat couldn't agree.
No, it's not.
Dude, have you seen what I've seen right now?
And with that, Andrew labeled the figure a giant, something that would shock TikTok, garnering over 21 million views. Like any conspiracy presented to social media, people were skeptical, and the unclear footage didn't help. So 2 days later, on April 11th, Andrew tried again while at work, where he could still see the mountain, albeit at a slightly different angle.
Do you see how far away it is? How far I have to zoom? Do you know how hard it is to keep a steady hand?
He even made an offer to his viewers.
If this video blows up, or somebody buys me a friggin' helicopter to get all the way up there.
And viral it became, leading Andrew to share more footage of the mystery figure.
I'm going to try to go closer and find a better angle. And maybe I can get sponsored. A helicopter company can sponsor me to go up there. I don't know. But I'll try to hold the camera better. Okay? You try to hold the camera on the zoom like that.
But was it actually a giant?
He really believed that he saw a giant, so he was kind of freaking out and he wanted to investigate.
Well, whether the notion was plausible or not, Andrew had to find out for himself. So that's what he set out to do the next day, on April 12th.
We're gonna go find somewhere closer, and I'm gonna set my camera on something so you guys aren't complaining how shaky it is in the truck. But that's the mountain we're going to. But we're just gonna try to get closer.
He pulled over again and used his car's side mirror to steady his phone's camera.
And it's not even there anymore, too. That's where it was yesterday.
Andrew even did his own investigating, sharing an interesting addition to the situation.
I spoke to some locals and it comes and goes apparently, I don't know.
But later that day, things took a turn when he was approached by an unexpected guest.
I just got stopped by like some CIA agent. He told me to turn around, said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public area.
Supposedly, a man blocked the road up the mountain with his vehicle, telling Andrew to turn around.
Said some like environmental issue was going on.
Confused about the road closure, he made a plan to return another day.
But if he is there, I will keep camera. I will film.
Early the next day, Andrew set out.
It's currently 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna see if he's there early in the morning. That's the one. All right, let's go.
And once again, during a morning drive, Andrew noticed something strange above the mountain. Did the thing on the mountain go home? Andrew captioned his post, hinting at the potential involvement of a UFO. A follow-up video would show something just as out of the ordinary.
So they're extracting something out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the
Here's a closer look at the supposed helicopters. One directly above the mountain and another nearby with an object suspended to it. The next day, Andrew returned to the road that was allegedly closed off, and this time he captured footage.
The guy's here again. Yeah, this is him.
The guy is referring to the CIA-like agent. That's when he moves the camera, likely to keep it out of sight of the mystery man. In doing so, we don't see the person's face and only hear their interaction.
What's going on?
Road's closed. Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just turn around, please.
Okay. Have a good night, man.
Andrew's plan to make it to the top of the mountain was cut short yet again, something he found odd.
So that was up. I don't understand why it's closed off though. It's a public park or public road or whatever.
Still, he abided by the stranger's request, and as he was driving away, he caught a glimpse of the man who was shining a flashlight at him. This is the man, although it's nearly impossible to distinguish any facial features. After that, Andrew's video stopped for 3 days, a vast difference from the 10 videos he posted within the span of 6 days, all covering the alleged mountain giant. Though his next video seemed to explain his brief hiatus, with a thumbnail that read, "Being Stalked." Andrew shared a clip from within his home, where the mystery man patrolling the road closure from 3 days prior showed up, uninvited. Andrew walked outdoors, phone in hand, ready to capture himself questioning the man.
I think that's the same vehicle from...
But before he could reach the car,
Hey!
the man sped away. Then Andrew went silent for nearly 3 weeks. On May 6th, 2022, Andrew returned with a video that was seemingly out of character.
Hey guys, I just want to give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I have just been busy with life. I couldn't get around to posting and updating you guys, so...
And even dropped a bombshell.
Sorry to disappoint you guys, but all of the videos that I posted were scripted. They're just fake. They were just strictly for entertainment.
He ended his video with one more quick apology.
I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
But something was terribly wrong. Just 10 days later, a video titled, "I Am Scared" was uploaded alongside the caption, "Too much has happened, and I can't be forced to be silent." The once calm and put together Andrew now appeared disheveled and in a state of panic in the unsettling video.
You might not see me post ever again. My videos weren't fake.
But he'd still be able to post for a short while. In fact, the next day, Andrew shared a video titled, "Military?"
What is that? That was not there yesterday.
Revealing a structure atop the mountain that supposedly appeared overnight. Then he vanished from social media. TikTok videos came to a halt, and Facebook posts continued for 1 month. Then the worst happened. It was every conspiracy theorist's worst nightmare. Death of the one who shared too much.
Tell me why I went on here. The Campbell River News, and his obituary is on there. And it looks to be a legit news company.
July 1st, 2022, marked the day Andrew Dawson allegedly passed away. No cause of death was revealed, causing a number of theories to emerge. Theory number 1, the most popular theory, foul play.
I think everybody is thinking the same thing, right? Like, we're all thinking that he saw something he shouldn't have seen, he talked about it, and now he's gone.
Don't get me wrong, I fully believe Buddy saw a giant, and I fully believe that the CIA did something to him.
See, the very video that was supposed to settle speculation ended up stirring more fear. According to viewers, Andrew's behavior in his apology video wasn't typical of an apology video. He's in danger. He was looking the right side. He is like looking at someone and getting killed. His face is like he is about to faint. Someone forced him to do that video, maybe. Indeed, at 20 seconds and 27 seconds in the video, Andrew can be seen staring off camera for a moment, and his choice of words?
I'm not dead. I have not disappeared.
A total red flag to some. Another strange thing about this video, David Tenenbaum from the Y-Files noticed the aspect ratio of this video is different from his other videos, meaning it may have been recorded on a different phone. We verified the dimensions by comparing an older video, seen on the left, and Andrew's apology video, seen on the right, showing different widths, all leading to the theory that he was allegedly held captive and forced to film an apology on an unknown device. But you'll remember he retracted his apology video with the I am scared video and a final video of the mountain, which people believed led to his demise. As one user suggested, I think the reason he was killed was his persistence to learn the truth. He could have left it at the first video and it would have been a fun conspiracy, but the fact that he kept trying to go back and ignored the CIA's warnings. Furthermore, on June 23rd, a week before his obituary, Tony Merkel, the host of the Confessionals podcast, DM'd Andrew for the truth. But he had a strange reply. Andrew initially stated, all fake, everything fake, it's fake, but asked a worrying question. Why? What did you see? Confused, Tony shared Andrew's giant video back to him. From this point forward, there are no additional screenshots, but Tony alleges Andrew told him he shouldn't talk to him, adding, be safe. I can't say anything about it. It didn't happen. What was Tony supposed to see? And why couldn't Andrew say anything about it? The messages were ominous and only fed into the conspiracy narrative. Then came the next 5 theories, all following the idea of Andrew still being alive, allegedly. Theory 2, being silenced. Similar to the first theory, but instead of ending with death, he was allegedly in hiding. As some commenters speculated, I feel like he's hiding somewhere from the CIA, or the CIA has him locked up somewhere that no one can find him. The government gets away with everything, all cause we're always told, don't believe everything you see on the internet. The next 3 theories were less conspiratorial and more personal. After all, why would a special agent make his presence known?
Now, the quote-unquote agent was driving a 2015 Dodge Charger. But if it's a government vehicle, why does it have an aftermarket exhaust system? And that was not professional surveillance. You don't park right in front of the target's house with the motor running and the lights on.
Enter theory number 3, short on cash.
They just weren't doing good on their TikTok and needed that extra money.
This theory was heavily pushed by TikTok user GhostCustoms11, who supposedly knows Andrew and his wife.
I know this dude. Literally, I know Andy. His wife blocked me.
For unknown reasons, he decided to remain anonymous.
I know for a fact, I'm not going to tell how. That's why I'm wearing this. I don't want to be that involved.
Still, he boldly stated,
He didn't die. I know this for 100% fact. I know he's safe.
With a TikTok account dedicated to exposing Andrew, GhostCustoms11 explained over a series of videos the ease of creating obituaries for outlets that don't check for official documents, Andrew's alleged access to helicopters from his job, and using computer-generated technology for the unexplained phenomenon, all to make extra cash. GhostCustoms11 even accused Andrew of handling illegal substances, seeming to imply this may be the cause of his sudden disappearance.
There was someone involved in illegal activities that would travel back and forth to see this guy, all right? It was for steroids. It was for other illegal stuff that he would pick up on a frequent basis from such a known person. You really have no idea. The CIA had nothing to do with this.
Naturally, with no evidence to corroborate this heavy claim, the internet turned on the TikToker and he stopped posting altogether. Then came theory number 4, the unpleasant contract. Andrew allegedly needed to escape a contract with an entertainment company. According to this idea, Andrew Dawson wasn't real.
The Dawson character was created by a content farm.
Neither was his supposed girlfriend.
His girlfriend is just another member of the content farm, and the relationship was also fake.
Or his giant content.
The entire series of events were scripted.
Allegedly, the direction of the content became too much for Andrew.
And he actually wasn't okay with where the narrative was going. He wanted out but had no legal claim to the TikTok accounts, the content, or even the Dawson identity. So his death was woven into the narrative.
And due to paperwork he supposedly signed, he had to stay silent.
The reason he's not on social media now in any form is due to a 2-year non-compete clause in his original contract.
But to some viewers, this theory had holes, leading to alleged acquaintances of Andrew to come forward. His name is Andrew Dawson. My boyfriend worked with him on a pipeline in Canada. The relationship was legit. Andy was well known around town. I buy beef shawarma from his girlfriend all the time, lol, and we went to the same high school. At the very least, his name is likely real due to his A. Dawson tattoo on his elbow and forearm. And his life with his family seems real as it was heavily documented on Facebook. With content farm being off the radar, theory number 5 offered a more believable answer: family matters. Remember that little hiatus between his being stalked video on April 17th and his apology video on May 6th? Well, it was around late April and early May when Andrew made several Facebook posts about his mother undergoing a health crisis. And the day he posted his apology video was the same day his mother was in a medical coma. Although Andrew returned on May 16th, just a day after he announced his mother's recovery, he would leave TikTok on May 17th, and a day later, he revealed on Facebook he had been working away from home and was finally returning to family and his mom. Whether he was in danger or not, it's possible he may have wanted to focus on the important things in life after facing such a health scare, ultimately closing the chapter on his TikTok career. Others believed the behavior of his loved ones was strange altogether, particularly involving Andrew's obituary. The obit is published the same day he died. I've never seen that. It seems odd to me. Instead of offing him, maybe the family had no option but to claim death. But they put him in the witness protection program. That could be what they did. And if so, then he will never be seen again. Not to mention, that specific outlet doesn't require official documents, meaning anyone could request an obituary. Noticing this, the Y-Files tried to find more information about Andrew and his family.
I couldn't find birth records, death records, residences, phone numbers, what schools he went to, employment history, arrest records.
The only information available was through Andrew's Facebook page, which was now a memorialized account. It turns out Andrew was named after his grandfather and he had siblings, but one thing stood out.
I thought it was strange that his sister posted nothing about the passing of her brother on her social media, and she posts every day.
It's possible they might know something we're not supposed to, or perhaps it's just the case of people grieving differently. And finally, theory number 6, the most heartbreaking of all the theories: mental health crisis. Andrew was no stranger to supporting others, as evidenced in this post, lending a listening ear to anyone who needed it. But when it came to himself, he allegedly had his own demons. In a video that appears to have been removed by TikTok, Andrew's partner Salma Awad alleged Andrew took his own life. A viewer who supposedly saw Salma's video explained,
"In July, he dies of suicide. And his wife is the one that confirms it. She says that he was struggling a lot with depression and he died of suicide, and that it was just a really weird coincidence that all of this happened after the videos and it has nothing to do with the videos."
And Andrew has hinted at some sort of struggle during 2020 to 2022, mentioning it was the most difficult times he had. A different video that's still up on Salma's page also drew attention to mental health, with text explaining, "Mental health is rough. You don't know what someone is going through. Social media is powerful. Harassment is another level of bullying." Either way, some people thought something was off. They're telling her to say he had mental health issues, probably gave her some good money. She looked to the side just like Andrew did. She's trying to tell us something without telling us something. Body language is universal. CIA probably doesn't want her to talk about the situation, or she will get consequences if she does. Despite initially being fed up with viewers suggesting theories and questioning Andrew's whereabouts,
leave me the alone. That's all.
Viewers thought Salma needed help. In fact, this top comment from her December 14th, 2022 video told her to wear purple in your next video if you need help, which she wore in a video posted 3 days later with the comments turned off. However, it's possible that was a coincidence. After all, Salma continues to make videos showing her distaste for all the speculation almost a year later.
I have no idea where most of you are coming from and who is putting thoughts in your heads and then coming on my page and demanding answers. I'm just laughing, guys. Please just go find some new. I just can't.
All of this discourse happened due to Andrew's unusual sighting, leaving one question unanswered: what was on the mountain? There were two sides to this answer. The first group alleged a Nephilim. What might that be, you ask?
Us Christians actually call them Nephilim, which are half-breeds, half-human, half-fallen angel.
Believers shared similarities between Andrew's story and religious texts.
Genesis 6:4, there were giants in the earth in those days and also after that, and some claim are even still on the earth today. Luke 21:26, talking about the last days, men's hearts will faint from fear and anxiety over what is coming upon the earth.
YouTuber Sling and Stone connected the figure to old multicultural sightings of the wild man or Sasquatch, leading to a theory of the unearthly.
I start to wonder the supernatural aspect of it. Is it something living on from the Genesis 6:4 era? Is it some type of entity that breaks through this dimensional realm the same way that UFOs do?
And whether it was related to something supernatural, commenters had thoughts. I have seen things too, and I believe this is real. He probably should have left it alone. His videos threatened somebody, and I don't think it's a coincidence that he died after posting that. Whether it's a giant or not, he stumbled onto something that he was killed for. The supernatural is everywhere. You don't even have to go into the wild to encounter it. Trouble starts when you want to display it to the world. Pay attention. Stay safe. Causing internet sleuths to dig more into the case. TikToker Polly Long, known for his raw meat and organ diet, was one of those people.
I literally have goosebumps right now. I want to show you guys something.
See, Polly believed he had evidence that, in his eyes, validated the giant.
Alright, so I found the coordinates of where he took the picture behind this star, Cedarside Regional Park. When I scroll in to this mountain, and if you guys remember what the pictures look like, there was like a building with 2 antennas. Look at this. What's that? What is this? A tall figure and the building with 2 antennas. What the f?
The second group of people, well, they believed it was something ordinary.
It's not a giant.
Jasper National Park.
Not even close.
In the following days, he tried to get.
It's more like a tree or an antenna or something like that. So, sorry to burst your bubble, but no.
Another sharing the Google Earth view of the mountain, also alleging it's just an antenna. To be fair, Andrew was an admitted prankster, according to his Instagram profile and YouTube channel.
Hello.
Hey, I'm busy right now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And he made some pretty convincing skits on his TikTok page if you didn't know the man in his video was actually his friend.
Hey, can I use your butter fork?
My butter fork?
Butter fork.
What?
Never mind.
TikToker The Twilight Emporium, known for sharing folklore and paranormal content, also had a firm stance after a fellow viewer shared the supposed location, Canoe Mountain.
We now have definitive evidence that this object on a mountain filmed by the late Andrew Dawson was in fact a tower, not a giant.
He verified the location by comparing a Google image of Canoe Mountain with Andrew's video.
We see it is in fact the same mountain.
He claimed the so-called giant was just a tower.
When covered with snow, has a very similar shape to the giant in the video. In fact, if you zoom in on the giant in the video, you can literally see the support cables holding the tower in place.
Adding that the tower wasn't moving like some claimed, but was an illusion created by the shakiness of the filming alongside the extreme zoom.
It didn't even have limbs. How exactly would this giant walk without legs?
And addressing the notion that Andrew only saw it on the first day and not when he returned to video it again?
You can only really see that tower well when it's covered with snow. So if the snow blew off, you really wouldn't be able to see the tower nearly as well.
But even he couldn't outrun the cries of conspiracy, with many accusing him of working with the CIA. And to add even more compelling evidence in favor of the debunkers, YouTuber Jordan Wren pointed viewers to a video from 3 years prior to Andrew's sighting.
So what you're seeing is actually an abandoned communications tower?
In this 2019 video, YouTuber Steve Wallace rode his ATV up to the top of Canoe Mountain.
We've been wondering what these things that we saw from the ground were. Yeah, that's why there's such good cell service up here on the mountain.
But what about this video of Andrew's?
That's where it was yesterday. I spoke to some locals and it comes and goes apparently, I don't know.
It appeared to be a clear day after all. YouTuber Bill's channel had a theory and compared screenshots from 2 of Andrew's videos.
In the first video from a highway, Dawson was further away and had a more elevated point of view. The second video was shot much closer to the mountain and from a lower perspective.
Adding, if you compare the rock formations in each photo, it becomes clear they were taken from different angles.
The tower is still there, but it's hidden behind the mountain range.
And remember this video of Andrew's?
What is that?
The structure that Andrew alleged appeared overnight? Well, viewers had an answer.
Google Jasper Gondola, that's what it is.
Furthermore, many people believe this is an entirely different mountain from the initial giant video. The Jasper Skytram, situated on Whistler Mountain near Jasper National Park, a location that Andrew would have had to drive over an hour and 45 minutes to get to from Canoe Mountain. Even Andrew's helicopter extraction allegation wasn't safe. TikToker Zach W. shared what he thought those helicopters were up to: helicopter tree line trimming. Whatever you believe in, one thing is certain. We'll never truly know what happened to Andrew Dawson.
Now, if he really is gone, his family has my condolences. But if he's alive, then he has my congratulations. If this is a hoax, it's a good one.
If it's not a hoax, it's a pretty scary thing that happened.
This is the story of Andrew Dawson, a man who shocked social media with his alleged giant spotting and subsequent disappearance.